It's been awesome. I mean, we had a really good team going in, and we knew that we were going to have a really good season, but to see it actually come about is incredible. So that's really awesome for us. And it's good to know that our practice is working.
Right. So now, what has the season been like for you personally, though? I mean, how are things gone?
Yeah, last semester was definitely not my best semester. I was struggling a little bit with my game, and I worked really hard on the off season. So I came back in the spring, and it was a lot better. I had a tournament win, and then a top three right after that, and then I was glad to be able to help a little bit in SEC. So it was nice.
Yeah. You say a little bit in the SEC?
Just
Just a little bit, huh?
a tad.
Yeah, I was incredible. Hey, walk me through that 21st hole and kind of what was going on through your mind. I mean, as you approached and then what was it like? I mean, once you saw it go in, I mean,
Yeah.
what was that whole experience like?
I mean, like walking down, I had like all my teammates watching me. My mom was there, my aunt was there, and it was really nice to have all of them. So like I was walking down the fairway, and they were all cheering me on, and it just gave me some motivation. So to actually do it for them was better than anything I could imagine.
I mean, I guess the answer to this is probably yes, but did you understand the stakes? I mean, on that particular hole and what needed to happen and what that would mean for not only just you but the team.
Yeah, so I was going into it. I saw that she was in the bunker, and I was like, "You're on the green, so you gotta two putt this a little bit." And then when she left her putt, like she missed her first putt, and I was like, "Okay, this is your opportunity." So yeah, I knew it going in, but it was good to end on that hole and not have to go through 22 more.
Exactly. I mean, and what was that like for you? I mean, once it happened, and I mean, and then your teammates came and rushed upon you. I mean, what was that whole feeling like?
Yeah, because well, we talked about winning going in. So I mean, to actually do it, and then I was just telling them, guys, we did it. We actually did it. So it was just the best feeling having them run and know that they could count on me in that situation.
Sure. Okay. Now, what you say you had a difficult fall. Things got better in the spring. What do you attribute that to?
Uh, I needed to work on my wedges and my putting a lot. I think I could say my ball striking has always been the best part of my game, and then I get around the green and I miss a lot of opportunities. So I needed to work on that. So I just dedicated myself to that this fall or this winter, and it has helped tremendously. So it's crazy how one part of your game can mess up the whole the whole deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that helped me a lot.
Okay, awesome. Now, walk me a little bit through your golf journey. I mean, how did getting to this point? I know you grew up here in Houston. You started out at U of H. What has this golf journey been like for you?
I mean, it's been incredible from starting. Like, I started when I was like 9 or 8, and I was just doing it for fun and getting into it competitively. And then I kind of hit high school, and everybody was talking about college, and I was like, "Oh, we can do this in college for real." And so I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna work a little harder now, like dedicate my mind to it." And then I went to Houston. I had a great time in Houston, and um, I just needed something a little different, so then I transferred to A&M, and it's been great ever since.
Okay, all right. Now, how did you get introduced to golf? I mean, how did that come about?
Yeah, my grandpa played golf at Prairie View, so he was always into it. And then my dad is just obsessed with golf, so them two together was just a mess. And then they got me into it.
Okay. What's your granddad's name?
Jake Carter,
Jay, Jay.
Jake.
Okay. All right. And so they kind of got you into it. So what were what were those, what were those days like kind of being out there with them and learning from them?
Yeah, I was just going out there to hit balls on the range because I was playing other sports like volleyball and I was running track. So I was just going out there for fun, and then they kept telling me that I was pretty good at it. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep doing it and see where it takes me. And then now we're here.
Okay. Now, was it difficult giving up the other sports, or was this kind of one of those things where you just kind of focused on maybe what you were really best at?
Yeah, I mean, I was really, really into volleyball. So I was just into volleyball and golf. And then my parents kind of broke me down and said, "Hey, you're not that good at volleyball." I said, "Okay."
Oh,
And I was like, "I think that you could take something with golf." And I was like, "All right." But I'm really happy I believed them.
okay, right. But was it hard to reconcile that though? I mean, like because I know what it's like too. Like when you're playing volleyball and you're in the league stuff in the summer. I mean, like those become like little communities, and and I know that that's probably hard to give up as well.
No, it was definitely hard, but I was just doing it because I was like with my friends, and it was fun. And but I mean, just to put all that time into something and then you like let it go, it's kind of hard, but it was good to see something prosper out of my golf instead. So it was,
For
it
sure.
was really nice.
Okay. And so, now what are your goals? I mean, in terms of golf. I mean, where would you like to see this go for you?
Yeah, so thinking about Q school right after I graduate, and if I get on there or Epson tour and see where that takes me, see how I'm doing the first few years. And but I really LPGA is always the goal. So
Yeah. And who are some of your role models in golf?
oh, for sure, Stacy Lewis. I'll always looked up to her. Brooke Henderson for sure. Let's see, Tiger Woods, obviously, and
Right.
I think those are the three. Like, I just like their grit and their fight and everything. They never back down. So that's just something I really admire and I really look up to in them.
Yeah. Hey, I read something and I was kind of amazed at this. But I think when you won the SEC championship, they were saying that you were the first African American golfer in A&M history. What is that like for you? I mean, just to think about that.
I mean, that when I first heard that, that was crazy. I first heard that a year ago when I first came here, and that it was shocking to me. But um, it was just great to be able to leave that legacy here, and because it's never been done before. So like to have people know that they could come in no matter what your skin color is and believe in yourself and do great. So I'm just happy to be able to leave that legacy.
Yeah, it's got to be awesome being a trailblazer at this point.
Yeah.
Hey, can you talk about your relationship with Coach Chadwell? I mean, because I guess he recruited you at U of H.
Mhm.
Am I correct?
Yes.
And then it's just so clearly you guys must have a great relationship, and you must feel pretty strongly about him as a coach and probably as a person too.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. I mean, he's stuck with me for a long time. He's been watching me even before Houston, like just for a while. And he was always one of those coaches that stuck around and you could tell he believed in me. So I went to Houston, and then when he came to A&M, I was like, I want to continue this. So I came to A&M as well, and it's been great. I mean, he's just always been the best to me. So just to have somebody outside of your family believe in you and push you on is amazing.
Sure, for sure. And then what about this season? I mean, like I said, we were just wrapping this up a little bit. Now I know you guys, like I said, number one seed. You're going to play in San Antonio. I'm sure that's a course you're very familiar with. How exciting is that, and what could come after that for you guys if all goes well.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be able to play on a course that's not too far, so we're not really changing our environment much, and three of us have played it before, so that gives us a good advantage. And I think we'll do really well. And then top five go to nationals. So I think we have a really good chance, and I'm excited to see what we could do.
All right, so you got one more shot at it then. You guys had you made it last year. Now this year you bring that experience in. I mean, what how does that help you going forward?
Yeah, I mean, it gives us a lot of confidence. Last year was a little, we made it by one shot, which was incredible. But I think if we go into the mindset that we got this and we can just win this, then it'll be a lot easier for us and take a lot of the pressure off.
What is it about you guys and these last shots? I mean, I mean,
Every time.
I guess y'all just don't wilt under pressure at all, then, huh?
No, we always got to be dramatic, dramatic ending.